Climate change is a great example of a complex and wicked problem. If you think about it in its entirety, it can be very daunting. But if we can break it down into smaller pieces, into different timeframes, it becomes far more manageable. Resilience is potentially business as usual, or some of those no regrets things we can do. Increasing the connectivity in our landscapes. If you think about agriculture, it might be, selection of the varieties that you may plant. It may be adjusting the timing of the planting to account for the shift in seasons. Transition is steps along the way. Perhaps we start to think about different species in our planting mixes when we're revegetating, to ensure that we don't have that long-term failure of our revegetation efforts. And then transformations, that fundamental system change. The impacts of climate change could cause that to happen. As we move forward, I'd like to be thinking about what we should do and why. A really important part of that is having the open and honest conversations about what decisions we should make when and who's going to be impacted. Revegetation, what trade-offs might that have for water capture and storage and use, for example. You're thinking about policy shifts, or how do we need to adjust, update or create new policy to support our future directions? How will the decisions we make in the future help to prioritise our research questions? And how do we prioritise our investment to actually position ourselves in a way to adapt into the future? So one of the critical sort of decision points about when we need to either prepare ourselves to make these decisions or to actually implement those decisions.